J. Michael Harrison hanging out with you on a Friday evening. This is The Bridge. It is your bridge between bebop and hip-hop, kind of an eclectic mix of music and poetry presented from maybe, just maybe, an Is That Jazz perspective. Now, we enlisted the help of some really special, gifted professionals to come into play and provide us with that wonderful music, who happen to be in the studio with us as well. I've been communicating off and on, I guess, for maybe 6 months, 8 months or so, to a teacher at a school in the Haverford area. His name is Ed Nardi. He is from Friends School, Haverford?
That's right.
All right, I'm getting it right. And he's been telling me about this wonderful marimba ensemble that he has at the school, and we've been sharing a little music, and we decided that it would be cool to have them to come down, hang out with us in the studio, talk a little bit about the program, and give you some insight to a performance that's coming up this Sunday as well. So, Ed, get real close to a microphone.
Okay.
Become one with that microphone. And great to have you here. It's a pleasure to have you in the studio.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
We just heard music.
Yeah.
UFO.
UFO.
From who?
Well, it's our group called Kwaya Marimba.
And you guys, how long has this ensemble been together?
Well, so at the current school, it's been 5 years, but these guys have been playing for probably 3 years, 3+ years. So they, once they graduate, a new crop comes up. And in the play-out group, the Kwaya Marimba, they're in for 2 years, 7th and 8th grade.
Okay. All right. I'd like to take a second and maybe introduce the artists, the musicians that are in the studio with us. Now, Diego, I think that microphone is kind of not participating the way it should be, but we can share microphones. It's like Cracker Jacks, man. But Diego, give him an opportunity to speak first. I just want to let you know that you're going to have to use that microphone, all right? So, if you will, please introduce yourself.
All right, my name is Corey Collins.
Corey, great to have you here.
It's good to be here.
How long have you been playing the marimba?
I've been playing marimba for 3 years.
And what made you get involved with the marimba?
Well, I decided to join the group because I've been playing drums for 4-ish years, and I decided that it's kind of similar, so yeah.
Corey, I'm kind of getting the feeling that you like to bang on things.
Yeah.
All right, drums, marimbas, whatever's available.
Yeah.
But you're creating wonderful sounds, so that's a beautiful thing. All right, so it's great to have you here, man. So let's pass that microphone over to Diego.
Hi, my name is Diego McClendon.
Great to have you here.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
So how did you come to the marimba? What happened there?
Well, when I first came to Friends School Hartford, I thought it was like a really cool thing that I never really knew about. So I just started to try out.
Okay, and obviously you liked it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And next we have on the microphone a ball of energy. Sustainable energy right here in our presence. All right. And you are?
Hi, I'm Ada Skilton Sylvester.
All right, so Ada, I'm going to ask you to give that name again and nice and slow so everybody can hear it.
Ada Skilton Sylvester.
How about that? With a name like that, there's stardom that's awaiting you. So how long have you been playing the marimba?
Like around 3.5 years.
Okay. Now, is there any other instruments that you play?
No, not
okay,
really.
That's cool. And what attracted you to the marimba? How did you get involved?
Well, I came here in 4th grade, and so in 5th grade is when Teacher Ed started introducing our grade to marimba. So we learned a couple things like clave. I think that was 6th grade. I'm not sure.
That was 6th grade.
But that really got me interested in music and other stuff. It's also really fun. So I definitely wanted to try it out.
Is it just because you get to bang on things, or what makes it so much fun?
Maybe that's why. I think it's fun because it's kind of like our whole group is coming together as one. We're all creating a piece of music, which is really good music. So
the humble one. All right. So, and should folks come out on Sunday to see and hear?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Please come out.
All right. Outstanding. And next on the microphone we have
Zoe Klingman.
Zoe, great to have you here.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Zoe, and how did you come to this instrument? How did you get involved with the marimba?
Well, like Ada said, it got introduced in 6th grade, so I've been playing for about two and a half years,
Okay.
basically.
So now, when the instrument is introduced, is it something that the entire class is introduced to, or do they take a step forward and say, "I want to be involved"?
Nope.
How does that
Whole
work?
class.
Okay.
Everybody.
All right. Beautiful. I kind of remember in 6th grade playing the bells.
Well, so it's similar, except it's wood, not metal.
Yeah, I remember in the 6th grade playing bells with Mr. Hill or something crazy like that. All right. So, what would you say you like best, Zoe, about doing this?
Well, I like performing, and I like how it's pretty easy to learn.
Okay.
So I like learning all the new songs, and it's fun as like a group to perform and
All
stuff
right.
like
So
that.
a group activity,
Yeah.
hanging out with your homies. That's a good thing. And last but not least, we have
Natalie Newhouse.
Natalie Newhouse in Squared. How are you?
Good.
You sure?
Yep.
Positive.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Unequivocally.
Yep.
All right. That's good to know on a Friday night. She's hanging in there. Natalie, we're past her bedtime. This is not what she does. But it's great to have you here.
Thank you.
And if you can maybe give us a little insight into what it's been like to learn to play this instrument.
Yeah, I remember when I was in 5th grade, and every time we had music class, I would walk in and ask if we could play marimba, even though, because technically we don't really start till 6th grade.
So you were hungry. You were eager to do it.
Yeah, because I watched the 7th and 8th graders
Okay.
who were above me play.
Okay. So we make our way back to the teacher, Ed Nardi, and what for you. I mean, obviously, this is something you enjoy doing, but just for you to be able to bring young folks to this instrument that you have a passion for, obviously, and introduce them to the music, but also, I guess on a cultural side, maybe taking them outside of the United States to another continent and experiencing that culture through music. I mean, if you can talk a little about that aspect of it.
Well, the thing I think that really works about this music is just the energy of it. I started this probably 12 years ago on little tiny marimba, actually xylophones. And right away, parents, as well as the kids, just got totally into it just because of how energetic it is. It's danceable, it's singable, as we know, although we're not singing any songs on Sunday. Right. And, the thing is that, so marimba's my main thing, my main instrument. And I always wanted to, so coming out of college, I thought I was going to turn the world onto marimba by...
You were the marimba guy.
By performing, right? That's what I started doing, was just touring and playing solo marimba. And I find that the way it's working is through students playing this Zimbabwean music.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know how else to describe it, but energetic and fun and danceable and rhythmic.
So how many years has it been total, though?
Probably about 10 or 12 years.
And what keeps it going?
What's that?
What keeps it going?
The music. I mean, well, you'll see on Sunday. It's not so. One thing that's been said is that, when you see 7th and 8th graders perform, it's not, when you come out to see us, it's not like watching 7th and 8th graders perform. It's like seeing music. It's not, you don't have to qualify it by 7th and 8th graders. It's just good. It's just solid.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what keeps it going. We have all 7th, 8th graders in it. There's nobody that's not playing. And that's been the way it's been for the last couple of years. So so this class, our rehearsal, which would be banned in any other school, doesn't conflict with other classes. So it's not like, students have to choose between, some kind of elective and choir marimba. They choose that they're all in. They're basically all in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and then we're going to hear some more music.
Right.
Now, we heard UFO, which was a live performance. Where was that recorded?
So
at?
all of these were recorded actually on Tuesday at an assembly, so that the other kids in the school, they kind of hear us, the music kind of drifting through the building, but they don't often get to see us in concert. So
Okay.
We played an assembly on Tuesday for just the students.
Nice.
Yeah, so you'll hear lots of little kids.
Bit of
Sounds.
a pep rally for this upcoming
Right.
performance.
Exactly.
If you just joined in, we're very fortunate. We have, obviously, Ed Nardi from Friends School Haverford, and he's brought down the master musicians from the school. Part of and what is the official title of the ensemble?
Kwaya Marimba.
Choir Marimba.
Kwaya Marimba.
Kwaya, and that's
Which is
Kwaya,
which is Bantu for choir.
So Kwaya Marimba's in the house, aren't you?
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, where's the energy at? Wow, come on.
It's too late.
Come on, it's too late for energy?
No,
Your
it's
energy
not.
is winding down?
No, my energy's still up.
Okay, all right. I thought she peaked a little early when she was
I
in the
know.
conference room.
It's going down.
We got to get that second win.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So real quick, go around the room and introduce yourself to the listening audience once again.
All right.
To the microphone.
I'm Corey Collins. I've been playing marimba for 3 years now.
And how old are you, Corey?
I'm 14 years old.
14 years old.
I'm Diego McClendon. I've been playing marimba for 2 years, and I'm 13 years old.
I'm Ada Skilton Sylvester, and I've been playing marimba for 3 years, and I'm 14 years old.
I'm Zoe Klingman, and I've been playing marimba for 2 years, and I'm 12 years old.
I'm Natalie Newhouse. I've been playing marimba for 3 years, and I'm 13 years old.
And
I'm teacher Ed Nardi, and I've been playing marimba for 35 years, and I'm 14 years old.
and next year you'll be 13, so it's all beautiful. Well, again, it's really great to have you guys come down and hang out and give some perspective on what you do and why you do what you do. What would you say? I mean, I'm sure there's some teachers out there listening right now, and we know that music is not quite as prevalent in schools as it might have once been. And I'm sure, as I said, there's some teachers that would love to have some young folks involved with something similar to what you're doing.
Well, so if I can preach a little bit.
Preach, man.
This kind of music is big on the West Coast. It was brought to University of Washington by Dumasami Murari and his students. And it's big, even in public schools, it's big on the West Coast because they've discovered it. And I would just love it to come to the East Coast. There's probably 3 or 4 ensembles on the East Coast. There's one in Vienna, Virginia. There's a couple in outside of Boston. And most music teachers have these little xylophones in their rooms called Orff instruments, which is how I started with this. And these ensembles are really easy to put together as long as you have the instruments, and it's super for teaching all the fundamentals of music, because when you get out there and play, we're playing music as a group. We're not just doing little kid tunes. So we get into all the stuff. We get into form, we get into dynamics, we get into improvisation, we get into solid timekeeping. And even we can get into a lot of the theory stuff, including chords and melody. So, I'll put the word out. If there are any music teachers out there that might find this interesting, hit me up at Friends School Haverford. I would love to talk to other music teachers about starting an ensemble in their school as well.
Yeah, I could, I'm been cursed with this ability. I see things. I have vision, man. Scary. It's scary yet. So, but no, I could see like a massive orchestra, city, county wide, where, all of these young folks coming together and creating wonderful, wonderful activities. So I could see and almost hear it, Diego. I could almost hear it, man. We're going to hear I Have Clave queued up.
Great.
So why don't you give a little
That's
insight?
Ada's favorite tune.
Okay. Well, there's the excitement. The excitement is back.
Yay.
It just came back in. All right. So maybe both of you can give a little perspective. Why is that your favorite tune?
Well, it's the first song that Teacher Ed started us with in 6th grade.
Right.
And I love my part, by the way. I'm part 1. And just the song itself is just so upbeat and fun and lighthearted. I just love it so much.
It's got a really catchy baritone
it's super
part that-
catchy.
All right.
It's kind of an earworm kind of thing.
Yeah.
So Ada loves her part.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, does that mean you not love the other parts, Ada?
Yeah.
No
Is that
comment.
what that means?
No comment.
We were just saying your bass part on UFO is the best part ever.
I changed my mind.
Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm going to play that. And when we come back, maybe we can paint a picture of what it kind of like unfolds like when, the performance itself. How many marimbas are on stage? And so we'll use words to paint that picture. We just heard music once again from a wonderful ensemble that is in the studio with us. What is the name of the ensemble once again?
Choir Marimba.
And where are you guys from?
Friends School Haverford.
And it is truly a pleasure to have you guys in the studio with us. Now, we heard a piece that it seems like it gets you guys moving. You
Oh
really,
my gosh.
We
love
love
that
that.
song.
I hope it's
Yes.
okay that they're all drumming on your table.
No,
in
it's quite all
Oh,
right.
yep.
It adds to the excitement. What is so special about that piece? Metal Art. What's going on with that?
here.
Yes,
I don't know,
ma'am.
you guys tell me.
Okay. Well, we recently just learned this song, Metal Arc. It's like a big song. It's really fast. My part plays like that part, and I always miss one note. So like that's been difficult. But other than that, it's super fun and super fast. And yeah.
Zoe, you going to add to that?
Sure. So, at first, for me personally, I didn't really like this song. And then once we got into it,
Wait a minute. Can we say that on the air? Can we?
Yes.
What?
Because
You didn't-
now it's my favorite
Oh,
song.
okay. All right.
And I really like this song. So.
Okay.
And also Teacher Ed wrote it. So,
Okay. What?
Yeah.
yes. I love this song
Well,
so
you can
much.
add to that, man. You can echo that. Get close to that
That's
microphone.
really the secret.
Well, every time
Yeah.
we have any performance, Teacher Ed, every single time we're on stage, Teacher Ed, he walks up in front of everyone and says, "Okay, everyone, this is the song that I wrote." He like makes sure that it's like really clear that he wrote the song.
Mostly because I've only written one song.
Oh, well. If you're going to do it, make sure you do it right.
One
all right?
amazing
Obviously.
song, so.
All right, so now, I'm hearing there seems to be this buzz about rehearsals.
Yes.
So,
Oh my God.
Okay, so I'm going to
Now,
take a
wait a
break
minute,
here.
now,
Goodbye.
We'll go down the line.
so we'll just start and introduce yourself once again.
I'm Natalie Newhouse.
So Natalie Newhouse, what is going on at rehearsals?
So we have we have rehearsal twice a week, Tuesday and Friday, and Stern is good.
Teacher Ed.
It's an interesting hour, but it's like it's very lively.
Mhm.
And most of the time, we get a fair amount of work done.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of
Okay.
the time.
Okay.
Most Tuesdays.
Most Tuesdays. On Friday, we have it right before the end of the day, so at 2:00,
It's a
and
lot.
everyone is like done by 2:00.
Yeah. It's a lot.
But it's an interesting experience.
Okay.
So,
Zoe?
So usually on Tuesdays, recently, we have been having to come even earlier to practice
Why is
For-
that, Zoe?
because we've been having our performance coming up on Sunday.
So you have to put in a little extra time.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and usually for rehearsal, there's a good Teacher Ed, and then there's a
Uh-oh. Now it's coming.
not how do I describe this?
Annoyed. Bad teacher ed.
Not so
It's
happy teacher
revealed.
ed. Not happy.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's fun though. I really enjoy practicing.
So you
Rehearsal
survived.
is great.
You survived bad teacher ed. Okay.
Yeah, we're always like, whoa, is he
Signature-
okay?
Signature thing he says: put your mallets down and put
my
your
gosh,
hands on your
yes.
head.
Yeah, we get yelled at
That's
a
cool.
lot
Okay.
for that.
All right. All right. So it sounds, as you said, interesting. Diego. All right. So, what do we have
Okay,
about
so
rehearsal?
I'm gonna back teacher ed up. That also in rehearsal, I'm gonna put positive on the table.
Okay.
We always have like what I love about marimba rehearsal or marimba practice is that how much fun we have. That me and teacher ed are always laughing about something, and and he's always making fun of me because when I get angry, I turn around from the marimba, and I like always have a sad face. So he's always smiling to make everyone laugh. And then there's some serious teacher ed, maybe teacher ed that hasn't have his coffee yet.
Bad
All right.
teacher ed.
Yeah.
So now,
Let's stop doing that.
so now, why would you get upset at rehearsal?
Because okay, so I don't know why, but I get upset because some parts that we learn are actually really difficult for me. And sometimes there's people in class that are just like it's really hard to get work done.
No
so-
names.
No names, yes. So I always throw like a dramatic. Everyone calls me dramatic. A dramatic fit in class.
Drama queen.
Drama queen, yeah. So other than that, it's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Diego, anything to add to that?
Probably one of my favorite parts about practice is like even though like we goof around a little bit, once we start playing, everyone knows everything. We don't like need a chart or anything. We just know what to do.
Okay. So you absorb it.
Corey?
So I make it my like 100% priority for every morning, except for Monday because he's not here on Mondays. I make it my priority to come in every morning during teacher ed's coffee time to annoy him and try to play marimba. And I like really try every day to come in the morning when no one's awake really during his coffee time where he tries to wake up. And it's just kind of annoying him. It's hilarious. And then
They enjoy ignoring you. Is that what it is?
And then
Okay.
during
Enjoy annoying you.
performances, we have
Okay.
these little staring contests.
Okay.
It's just hilarious because we'll be playing and then I look over at teacher ed and he's just staring at me with this
does
weird
that a lot.
smile. It's
He's
great.
always dancing.
All right. So now I'm wondering on Sunday when you guys are on stage performing, are there any moments that some maybe a smidgen of what happens at rehearsal, does any of that manifest on stage at all?
The fun
Or is it
parts.
truly?
Hopefully not.
All right. So
The fun
it-
parts.
So
yeah, the good parts.
Natalie,
Great
what were you going to
parts.
say?
So it for certain songs, like a song called Isutai Pano, there's this clapping piece that goes on.
Oh,
And,
the best
um,
part.
And so, and teacher always makes fun of me because it's like you like,
like this.
clap our hands back and forth
It's so
really
hard.
fast.
I can't do it.
And
Well,
so like that.
well, we're hearing remnants of it from Diego over there.
Thank you, Diego. And a lot of that like comes on stage and like I don't know about their little staring contest. But
So,
like,
so the
good
audience would
stuff.
have to really look to see some of that, huh?
Yeah.
Like, try to
Yes.
catch some
Pay
of that.
attention.
But you guys go into professional mode on stage and leave some of the rehearsal back at the school.
That's the
But
idea.
it sounds like there's a lot of fun that happens up on that stage.
I one thing that is really, they've all said it, but I'll say it again. One thing that's fun is just looking around and making a connection, eye connection, whatever it is, while playing. Because that's happening more and more, actually, which is, it's nice because, you know, we're connecting musically, but we're also just connecting funnily.
That's a word.
Funnily.
It's a new word. It's a new word. As of this Friday at 11:18 p.m. All right. It's been nardied. All right.
All right.
So you guys mentioned the title if I say number 6, I would screw it up big time.
Isu Tayupano.
God bless you.
Isutay
All right.
Pano.
So now, what does Isu Tayupano mean?
Oh, I don't know what it means.
Oh my gosh! But what were you
I
going to
know
say?
that one.
Teacher Ed, you do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's actually based on a children's song that was played at Zimbabwe's Independence Day. And the meaning of the song that was taken from means if everybody was here that should have been here, we'd all be having more fun.
Okay.
Well, you told us.
Was there something you want to add to that?
No, I remembered it.
Okay. All right. Anybody else have any comments about that? Should we just go into the piece?
Go for it.
Let's go for it. All right. So
Alrighty.
we're going to jump into that, and we'll be back in just a bit. Keep your dial locked right here. You may indeed find something that you enjoy. You know, part of our discussion a little earlier, you spoke about how on the West Coast there seems to be maybe even somewhat of a movement of this type of activity.
Yeah.
And you would love to see more of that unfold here on the East Coast as well. I want to take a second and definitely thank you guys for coming down tonight and hanging out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
That's been a wonderful time having you guys here. Corey, are you going to read something before you go?
Am I?
I'm asking you, man.
I don't know.
All right. So we're gonna figure that out. We're gonna play. I think we have one more. Is it Waves? Is that Waves?
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna play that before you guys get out of here. And while we're playing that, we're gonna figure out whether Corey's gonna read something.
Okay.
All right. But before we wrap things up, any last remarks that maybe you guys? Is there anybody that you need to shout out or anything like that?
I want to shout out the rest of Choir Marimba
Thank
at
you.
school, at Friends School Hartford. The whole team, they're just amazing. And also shout out to Teacher Ed again. Couldn't ask for a better marimba teacher.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to say the same thing, that we have some of probably the folks that couldn't make it tonight listening in. So, hey, everybody.
Hey guys.
So,
And
Christian, I did the bit.
we had one student that was with us but couldn't stay. That we need to give a special thanks for her
Hi.
efforts to be here with us.
Hi, Eve. That was Eve Skilton Sylvester. She's also my twin sister. So,
Okay.
hey.
All right.
So,
Do we give some applause to Corey there? I mean, he did a great job, right?
I didn't get applause. What?
Okay.
Drama.
Drama.
Can we give Ada some applause as well? All right. Okay.
Really?
Now we are applause equal.
Yes, Mark.
Everybody, can we give Teacher
Teacher
Ed
Ed
some
some
applause? Can we give moms and dads some applause? All right.
Can I give you some applause?
Give me some love. Give me some love. It's all one love. So again, it all happens this upcoming Sunday at 1 p.m. Now, this is pre-Super Bowl activity, so folks can come down, get their full allotment of Marimba madness happening at the Barnes Foundation. Did we get that address straight? Located at?
2025 Ben Franklin Parkway,
Okay.
Philadelphia, PA.
So get your Marimba madness from the ensemble name again?
Kwaya Marimba.
From the Friends School Haverford, and it should be a special Sunday afternoon in Philadelphia. Now, this is not the only performance.
No.
There's other things coming in the future, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And people can stay up with what's going down by checking out the website.
friendschoolhaverford.org.
Outstanding. Again, I want to thank you guys for coming down. It's been a pleasure. I really
Thank
enjoyed
you.
it.
Thank you.
It's been a blast. And staying up well beyond your bedtime. Thanks to moms and dads and everybody, teachers that have helped make this happen. And I think I'm going to have to come to a rehearsal. That's where it really happens. That sounds like the madness is
Come
going
on
on.
Tuesday.
No, Friday.
Come on Tuesday.
Don't come on Tuesday.
How many
That is
say
the messy
Tuesday?
day.
How many say Tuesday? Tuesday better than Friday? Which
Yeah.
one is
Friday.
it? Friday's
Friday.
the one. Okay.
Tuesday.
All right. So,
Friday.
but again, continued success. You guys are doing a great job. And,
Thank
as I say, I run into a lot of very young jazz musicians that are on the scene here in Philadelphia. And I always tell them that they are the ambassadors that they have to be the ones to spread the music. Because when I talk to a young person, it's like, okay, old head. All right. But when you guys talk to a young person, they're like, oh, really? That's cool. Okay. All right. No, I might check it out. So you guys have the power to spread the music, let folks know what you're doing. Don't be quiet about it. Let folks know. And I'm sure more people will come to the music. All right. So with that said, the last piece that we played, Waves, what's going on with that piece? What's the story there?
Well, there's really not a story, but
Okay.
that one of the guy that I mentioned, Dumasami,
Right.
his students wrote the book that got me into all this.
Okay.
That was one of the pieces out of that. It's kind of a 6/8 thing.
Nice.
With, running eighth notes throughout.
Okay.
It's kind of... that was recorded in mono. It really works better in stereo
Sure.
because they bounce back and forth between the sides of the stage that
Mhm.
the eighth notes are
Mhm.
running from.
So folks can get the full effect on
The
Sunday.
full effect live, that's right.
All right. We're going to continue with music. These guys are going to make their way out of here and get some rest and relaxation and get ready for Sunday. All right. Keep your dial locked right here. Remember, once again, 1-866-809-9784, as well as online at WRTI.org. You guys can say goodnight to the listening audience.
Night.
Thank you.